हो गया। इसमें म्यूट करना है, वो पहले कर देता हूँ। हो गया। हम्म, ठीक है। और एक टाइमर लगा देते हैं। ये लिंक में कॉपी कर देता हूँ। इसमें डाल दो। स्ट्रीमिंग।
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
Bijisa.
morning. Good morning, Vijay.
Good morning, BT.
Good morning, Doc.
Uh, let's start.
Yeah, I'm actually on two devices. Somehow my laptop's mic is not working today morning.
Okay.
So I'm on video here and on phone on mic on the phone.
Okay.
All right, let's start.
Ah. So, welcome everybody to this Vibe Coding Masterclass. So, we are not just learning technology here every Sunday, we are also experiencing how ideas ideas can turn into real software solution, that is without writing complex code. And today it's going to be totally a hands-on practical journey where we build together. We are going to collaborate and build a small uh, module in the vibe coding community website, and we're going to share ideas and see how fast and fun coding can actually be. So let's jump in. I'll show you first uh, the app, which is Stack Overflow, the application, which is a very popular software application where in which software engineers collaborate and they discuss problems and they build together. So I'll just share screen and show what we're going to build today.
Should we download the application or something before?
No, no, uh, no, I'll just show how it looks like. Yeah,
Okay.
uh, Stack Overflow.
Stack Overflow.
So this is what we are going to build today. So this has questions, answers. There's a home page. Uh, so to set up this home page, your interests have to be selected, and it'll show questions and answers related to the technology that you're interested in. Uh, so this is the home page. It has suggested me, and these are the question and answers. Then there is a AI assist where you can ask AI questions and it'll answer. And there is a tab which says tags. So you can uh, for searching your interest, if every question and answer has tags, it's easier to search. Then there is one chat tab where you you can chat with other members in the community, and there are articles. This is the blog part of the application, and of course there are users. So a list of all the users and the companies that have collaborated, that have contributed to Stack Overflow. So let us start with this page. Let us build this as part of our website that we already have, which is in Lovable. For that, I'll use this Chat GPT. This is the page.
Yeah. So just a question. So should others also join that link which you
Yes.
sent?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can you share the link?
Yeah. I
Everybody
will share
wants to
share
join.
it on.
Ah,
I'll share it on the chat.
yes. So this I've not done before. It's an experiment. We are trying to see what are the problems. There could be, if there are two people working on the same code, there could be issues. So let us see how we merge codes and collaborate. This is the first time I'm trying to collaborate.
But if everybody is trying to update a particular section of the code,
Uh-huh.
how will the system understand which one to take?
Can always revert back and then do one by one. Let us see how whether the system can take it or not, because this is a feature of Lovable that so they there must be ways in which they are sorting out the issues. If there is a conflict, maybe Lovable has a way to resolve the conflict.
Okay. Yeah, you continue. I will post the link.
Okay, okay. So before we start this project, like I told you all before, it is very important to make a document to actually plan what we are going to build. So there has to be a clear document which says what are the functionalities we want. Okay. So for that, what one should do is here, go to chat GPT, and there is a prompt which I will share in the link, which has to be used in chat GPT to uh, create that document. So it's not here. Master plan. Master plan. Okay, it's here. So this is the prompt which can you share this document? Huh? So this document, I mean, this is a prompt which has to be uh, uh, copy pasted in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will ask you a few questions. It can be up to 10 to 12 questions, but if you think you have answered enough questions, you can stop ChatGPT and ask it to prepare this masterplan.md document for you, and it'll create this document. It'll draft a proper document which we can use in Lovable to build what you want. So I tried this today morning. So I copy pasted this. So this is the this is the prompt I gave ChatGPT, and it asked me a few questions. Like, can you describe your app idea in your own words? What does it do, and why do you want to build it? So, uh, so I said I want to clone Stack Overflow for my coding community. So it again asked me a few more questions. Why not use an existing platform? I said, no, I don't want to use Stack Overflow. I wanted because I want it to be faster, and I need peer support. So then it asks me, what is your target audience? So I said, I want the public to read, but only registered members can ask or answer questions. And then it asks me which of these are must haves from day one and which could be nice to have later. So among these features, it asks me which are the functions I would like to have from day one. So I said the search functionality, uh, where the members can search the questions and answers. I think that should be there from day one. So like that, it kept on asking me questions and I kept on answering questions. It asked me about uh, 10, 11 questions, and I kept answering it. There were questions about the back end and how I would like to plan further. There were very detailed questions. And in the end, I said, just give me the .md file. And it gave me this document. Okay. So this document describes exactly what we want to do. So I showed you the plan. We are going to make a platform, a vibe coding Q&A platform, uh, which will be community driven. It'll be Stack Overflow style application. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, copy this document and go to Lovable. So let me go to Lovable here.
Doc, can you hear me?
Yes.
So just maybe take a pause and just for everybody to catch up. So the steps is right now we are going to make a collaborative project, but for any project you need to follow this following step. Step number one is that you should have some idea about what you're going to build, and then you use Chat GPT, and either you use the prompt which is given here in the link in the docs link, or you can make your own prompt. The idea is to Chat GPT has to get the context, get the role that Chat GPT is supposed to be a person in your company who is going to, or your own expert who is going to help you understand the full details of the app, such that at the end of the conversation you will get a document which you will call as masterplan.md document. So you will say, okay, after all this discussion with you regarding the app, create a masterplan.md document. Now, copy that document and then go to Lovable, correct? Doc?
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so that is one step. So if you got it, like you can try to do many things. But at the same time, here what we are doing now is that we are going to make a copy of another website, Stack Overflow, right?
Yeah.
So that we can do multiple projects and ask questions on a specific project, and then we can keep on communicating on that going forward. So we can always come back to this if you want to practice building. That's all. Continue, Doc.
Yeah. So I have copy pasted this masterplan.md document here, and uh, I will just ask Lovable to uh, add a tab, a navigation tab to the website, and just label it Q&A and build this module in that tab. So I want one tab here, and on clicking that, we should have all the question answers of all the members. So now it has started running the prompt that I gave, and So in the end, what I expect is it should build a page which should look very similar to a Stack Overview page. Okay. So there's an error here and it's trying to fix automatically. So I'm doing nothing. I'm waiting. So today, what we'll be building is the UI. Then we will also try and connect this project to Supabase, and we will later try and push all this code to GitHub, and then host. So this is already hosted, but I'll show you how we can host the projects to the domain that we have purchased. And we'll do all this all over again in Cursor so that we'll know how to not only build in a cloud AI platform like Lovable, but also if we have all the codes, all the file on the laptop, on our device, how to use Cursor to finish the project and how to host the project in, say, Vercel, which is a hosting platform.
So, Doc, one question regarding Vercel. So, Vercel, can we keep it hosting forever, or it's only for temporary?
Yeah, it can be forever. So it's a free hosting site.
But how will they accommodate all the people if they try to host for free? Doesn't make sense.
Have to ask there are, I think there must be a limit to how many sites you can host. So we have hosted 10 sites for free on one credential. Uh, um,
But I'm asking about like production grade. Like, suppose somebody, you would want them to take it out and host on their own cloud or something, right? It won't be a stable on like public cloud, right?
hosting in Vercel is very stable, very secure. Uh,
But
so
they don't take any money.
they don't take, but it's very secure.
Yeah, yeah. Just like AI, sometimes it defies logic. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to have some monetization behind.
So Vercel has a hobby plan, which allows
Hmm.
users to host multiple projects, but they
Hmm.
also have a paid version.
Ah, okay.
Huh. So hobby plan is just to encourage people to start.
Okay.
So this Q&A is made, but it's not active. The button is there. So it's let's ask it to continue building. Ah.
I think you're really trying for the group.
Hi, Biji and Dr. Murali Pramodia.
Hi,
So-
Yes,
Pramod.
no.
Yesterday, I didn't do the prompt. I just, used Lovable. I put the prompt, whatever I thought or I imagined. I just put it in Lovable and started doing this actually. So it so happened that I had to connect to Superbase, and which I could do it in the second or the third attempt. And finally, it said that, you have exhausted the limit. There were some, limits which I can't remember right now. And then they said that, you have to pay.
Yes.
So the similar thing, happened $25 or something like that. Yeah. So this is, this is much more than what it looks like, which it was asking me to pay actually $25 if I remember.
No, this is different.
This is different, is it? Yeah.
This is
Okay.
different, yeah. This is a pro plan. The other is different. Like you have finished the tokens or something.
Yeah.
So, see why see it's this whole thing that we are doing, this collaboration that we are doing is to for us to gain confidence. Okay, so when anybody is paying for building a software, he has to have the confidence to go ahead and finish it. Like you said, you you stopped when it asked for money, right? So, but then if you're building on an idea, and if you are confident that you'll be able to finish it, you won't mind paying some money for it, right? So the whole idea of what we are doing is to build that confidence so that people who have great ideas uh, can go ahead and finish. So I have some of the my students, some friends whom I uh, taught how to build this. They stopped when it asked for money. They stopped. They gave up because they were not confident that they'll be able to go ahead and finish the project. So that's the whole point. If you are
Yeah.
confident to, Ah,
Doctor, I just stopped. I thought, probably, if I move to India, it might cost me little less for me. So I thought, let me stop. In couple of weeks, I'm going to India. So let me finish that. And probably I pay in Indian rupees, probably it will cost less to me. Because if I'm working from UAE, it will be much more.
yeah, but it's the same. It's not going to be any cheaper in India.
It is region
Oh, is it?
agnostic.
Okay.
Ah.
So I understood that. Yeah.
But if
So
you
I
have,
think,
if you have money in Indian bank account like in rupees and you want to use that, of course.
understood that. Okay, great. Wonderful. I would like to try that.
So what happened with that previous code while just trying to repair?
Now that is repaired. That's how. That's why we are able to see this image. This is live.
Okay, so that is done. That is done. And codeyourvibe.tech is the domain which you're going to host this when it's finished, or
So it wants to go ahead and make the database changes. Okay. I'm going to say, let's see if it has done something in the UI. It hasn't done anything in the UI. So I'm going to say to first complete the UI for the Q&A project, and then go and make changes in the database. So complete the UI for the Q&A module.
so Doc, I have a question.
Haha.
When you think about building code, you are always trying to create the front end,
Ha.
and then of course you might connect to Supabase,
Hmm.
or you want to also do some research, because think about, like, some of it we are doing for hobby and some we might make a business out of it, for example.
Hmm.
And I would like to go and do a little bit of research on what should be the best tech stack which I have to use, both in the case of mobile applications or software, or web app, or depending upon future scalability, security, etc., etc. So should we go and do that research and and then basically kind of it's a kind of building house. No, always we create a plan,
Mhm.
then we start with foundation, and then the look and feel come later. But but here we go the other way. We just say, oh, I don't care whatever is there. I'm going to make the look and feel first, and then I will build it towards the tech stack flow, to the middleware and the database, the backend security and all that I will do later. So what do you think about these two approaches?
Uh, BT, my advice is one should stick to React front end. Uh,
Okay.
we can always have HTML, CSS, and JS in addition in bits and pieces. Uh, Always have Supabase backend uh, and always use Vercel to host. And if you're using Supabase only, I mean, if you're using Lovable, Lovable can also host projects, but one should know how to host projects in Vercel. And
Yeah.
in addition to coding, one should know how to push the code in Git and how to retrieve code from Git into your local device and start coding uh, in platforms like Cursor. So if you know all this, then
Yeah. Yeah.
you can complete a project.
Got it. So maybe next week what we'll do is that next week we will just do the first 15-20 minutes about this foundational pieces. The this is what you're going to stick on, like you said,
Hmm,
React,
hmm,
Vercel,
hmm,
and this is the step which you do. So, like, to get some, maybe create uh, a simple document saying that in this Vibe coding masterclass, what we are doing, this is what we are going to follow,
hmm,
and then you need to have you need to have Git, you need to have such and such accounts and such platforms. These things are free. These things you got to pay. Whatever. Like give them uh, more clarity so that they can all start with one project of
ah.
their own. So yeah. So anyway,
So,
you
so
continue for.
Yeah, BT,
Mm,
the most important thing to know is GitHub is free. Uh, Supabase is free for two projects in one credential. Vercel is free. So, so what you will be paying is for the AI coding tool.
yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is that I want them to understand, okay, if they are serious about experimenting and creating something, at some point of time they have to decide to pay, even if it is $20, $25, whatever,
Hmm.
and start building something.
Hmm.
But I want to give them a little bit of a plan, right? That these are the things that you need. And as you said, Git is free. So many things are free. For this, you will pay. And this is the sequence at which you should have it. This is how you should connect Git to something else, or how develop the code and save it, and what is the file structure to save it, how do you recall, how do you make a file which if you want to share with someone, like somebody does not know about the code,
Hmm.
but you want to share the code which you prepare to them, so that they double click on the .exe file, and the program should run, right?
Hmm.
So it's not always the app we are thinking. I mean, of course, app and website are okay, but there are also other many things which you want to build. The power of software is about using a machine to do stuff for you. If you can convert the physical problem into a software a problem, and then write a code to execute it, then the life will become very easy. So I want to share one story here.
Hmm.
When I was in college, uh, somebody put a this is many years before. There were no computers. So somebody put a puzzle or like a question on the notice board saying that how can you place queen on a chessboard without intercepting each other queen's line? Like you had to put 8 queens on a chessboard.
Uh-huh.
So one queen, if you put it, you cannot put anything on the horizontal, vertical, or diagonal lines,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
Then you have to put the second queen without, in those lines, and the third, etc. So now what happens is that you have to put 8 queens such that it doesn't intercept. So I didn't have computer, so I went and I took a piece of paper. I started drawing this 8 by 8 columns, and on the left bottom extreme, I put a queen. I cut off the line on diagonal, horizontal, vertical, everything, and then I put the next available column, and then I kept on doing it. And then after 7, I cannot put the 8, right? Then I changed the first position to the second position and manually try to do it. And after so many iterations, I'm able to find a solution, and I was very happy.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the notice board and to give my answer, and somebody said it's already sold by somebody. It's like it's already finished. That the challenge is over. So I said, who did this? And I found the guy, and I said, how did you do it? He said, oh, I just wrote a program.
Uh-huh.
I just coded it and I ran a computer program, and I found not only one way to solve it, I found many ways to solve it. So this is exactly the power of software, which is manually, which is very challenging. But if you are able to code it, you can do much more value out of it. Anyway, so I want to take the attention a little bit away from the website and the apps which we typically think. I mean, coding has to be done for any physical problem. You should be able to convert into a program and run it. Now, thankfully, you don't need to learn software code, but you need to learn English or some language to communicate with applications and get it done.
Mhm.
All right. So continue, sir.
So this Q&A page is done. So this is the page. So it has built a button for asking questions, and these are all dummy question and answers. So now, and it has got a certain categories, popular tags. It's a very simple page. Now, let's see if this works. No, this tab also is not working. So it is working. Okay. So there is a question and answer page where you can ask a question. The details can be put here. You can add tags and post your question. So it has made a button. It has connected this page, this button to this page where you can ask questions. And there are various categories. There are popular tags. So you should be able to add tags here. Let's see if we can add the tags here. Yes. So we are able to add tags also here. So now these are all dummy questions and answers. Now, if we want to actually start using this page, when someone asks a question here, that has to be stored. That all these questions, when it is saved, they will be stored in Supabase. So Supabase is the place. It's a database where all this data will be stored, and only those questions that are stored will be displayed here. And even if we refresh this button, or even if we close it and then open it tomorrow, that data should be there. Now, because this is dummy data, if we refresh the page, it might go away. So that is why building a database is so important. So let us see if it's made the tables. So this is Supabase, and okay, now so, we'll have to use some other Supabase account. So if I have to change the account, I'll go, I'll have to go here to settings and look for Supabase. And here I can disconnect the Supabase account that I have, disconnect the project, and use this account. So
If you disconnect the account,
hmm.
what happens to the entire project that you built there? That page.
See that Supabase works as a completely different software. So
The standard.
it is a standalone. So it's a third party. So your code is in Lovable,
Lovable.
and the data that you are storing will be in Supabase. So you can have different accounts and connect the code to a different Supabase account. So it doesn't matter. Or even if you can have two different codes connected to the same Supabase account, same database.
Yes. Double do.
Hmm.
Pull the data from Supabase. Because see,
So that's why you need to connect. So the it's not a stupid question. So the question is, how does Supabase connect to Lovable? So Supabase it provides certain secret keys. Okay, you copy that key inside Supabase and you give it to Lovable, and Lovable then recognizes that as a link between Lovable and Supabase and will connect. So the beauty of Lovable is that it natively integrates with Supabase, so that that passing on that key and all is not necessary. In other applications like Cursor and Augment and all, not only do you have to share that key, you also have to have a bridge that like an API, which is MCP. So that you need to have that to connect the code to Supabase. And Lovable is the simplest AI coding tool that connects to Supabase without any hassle. So anybody has any other question?
Actually, I had a question. This is Mijo here.
Yeah, Biju.
So, I mean, even when it comes to creating the database tables and everything in the Supabase, that's a DB, right? So all that can be done through the same by just text.
Yes. So,
Okay.
that's why we have chosen lovable. So just by text commands, we are able to build tables. We can push data into those tables. We don't even have to go to Supabase to see if the tables are made or if the data is there or not. So because Lovable natively integrates with Supabase, it can visualize the tables and it can work on those tables and push data in those tables. But before it makes any changes in the tables, deletes table or pushes any data, it'll prompt if it
Hmm.
should send the data or not.
Okay.
So all
And
that, go ahead.
and the thing is, in a practical note, I mean, when we actually we have a plan to develop a app, the intricate coding or the validations, all this can be managed, is it? Or there will be some at a certain level that we'll have to get into the coding part of it.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, BT.
Yeah, I think with very complex coding, right? Like for example, like for example, I'm not trained for coding. I did not study coding, but I'm able to solve some problems and run the application. So that is giving me a lot of confidence to try something else. So, I am not saying at the moment everybody is using vibe coding. It is
Okay.
impossible not to use vibe coding, including big companies, right? It's impossible for somebody not to use vibe coding now. But the problem
Yeah.
is how they approach vibe coding and how we approach vibe coding could be different totally. For
Mm-hmm.
example, we might run into some serious bug, or we are not able to debug something, and then we will leave it and go. So what they do is that they actually modularize it and check certain things, and I mean speed up their development activity. What here in this vibe coding class, what we are trying to do is that not to use any code at all,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And
Because I was
still
thinking,
makes.
Vijay, what I was thinking was, if we actually go in a production kind of environment, then we should be knowing one of these, like either Flutter or something, and use vibe coding to support our coding more than using only doing vibe coding, right? I mean, in a practical scenario.
Yeah, but that is also not a bad approach, but the way in which progress is happening, you don't even
Yeah.
need to do that. You don't need to do that, because if
Okay.
you try to do that, you will waste time and you will make mistakes, because you are thinking like you are super than like computer, right? Like you are saying, I'm going to beat the machine because I'm very creative, and machine cannot catch up with my brain. And
Okay.
so here you have to completely submit.
No, the point is, I was thinking is sometimes certain validations or certain things we may not be able to explain to the computer as per what we need, even in pure English. So that's
Yeah, that
where
is
I
what.
was thinking, yeah.
So you use multiple AIs. So you use one
Mhm.
AI to explain. You actually you don't need to explain. For example, if you can draw it or you can take a picture of it, if you can
Mhm.
simply copy a link from somewhere and say, I want something like this, it will understand much better.
Mm.
So
Okay.
again, I want to give you some confidence. So generally, I speak to many people about vibe coding, and they all say that, oh no, it doesn't work. Yeah, beyond certain
I mean,
point,
I
it
would
doesn't work.
say 80%, 85% for sure it should work. There's no doubt. But there could be a situation where, again, it's all on, again, my English, right? Maybe I'm not explaining it right because it may not be a product which is there in the market now and you're coming up with an idea. So that's why I was asked. My question came up, but even from my side, when I look around, vibe coding is really good. It saves a lot of time. There's no doubt. But maybe if a situation comes, as you said, if we have to debug something, it's also good to know the backend. What do you say? The coding language as well. Like for example, Flutter or something of that sort, and do the
I
vibe
would.
coding in that.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you, this is my personal choice. I would,
Mhm.
if I am learning language now, I will learn Python. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
That's my choice, and I've
Yes.
done it. I have tried it, and it it works, and I know how to run a program. I'm not even developing an application, like some work which I have to do, right?
Okay.
Instead of me doing the work, I write a code and run the code, right?
Okay.
So
Mhm.
so in last week, Dr. Murli has mentioned that there is um, uh, Microsoft or OpenAI gave out something called OSS, right, Doc?
Yes.
Yes,
OS.
where you could completely run a private LLM on your computer, on your laptop, without even internet access, right?
Wow. Okay.
So what are we getting into? We are getting into a situation where we will create codes and agents running completely private on our database, because we don't want to send our database to OpenAI or any other public LLM, right?
Okay.
So this is where we are going. So, I mean, I know that there will be a lot of discussion, debate about it, and I'm sure that many software people who are deep into coding will also have blocks in their mind about vibe coding, to what extent it can do, and how will it compare. So, and at the same time, you are right. Uh, People are still using traditional approaches towards coding and not completely submitting to technology, because they think that I want to know what is happening in the backend. I want to debug. I want to change particular thing, and you feel a little bit in control. But sooner or later, this is going to completely change, and
Yeah.
you will completely submit, and you will agree that machines can do much better this job of coding, because you are not supposed to do coding. You are supposed to do higher level things above the coding, right?
Yeah.
Coding is such
I
a
mean, I
boring
get your
plant.
point. I get your point. But I mean, just my point was use vibe coding. I mean, to maximum possible extent. But it's always also good to know a bit of the backend system, so that if needed, you can always kind of get involved in some debugging or something. I mean, there should not be a situation where you get into developing some product and you reach somewhere in the end and you're stuck because of you don't know the kind of language which you're doing it with. So that was only my point. But as you said, as you go forward in the future, maybe this whole thing is going to change again. I mean, maybe 6 months or maybe 8 months. By then, it's all done.
Yeah.
It's very
So
fast.
exactly. So the point what I'm trying to say is that in this vibe coding, let us focus on building something without much effort, and
Okay.
for which you need to know some foundational thing. What
Hmm.
Doc was saying, and I think I'll create a document and share in the group, saying that this is step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These things you need to do first, and you can try some basic program, and you will be able to run it. And once you do that, that will give you a lot of confidence, and then you can go into details of everything, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So because there are people with different experiences and knowledge. Some people are very good in their subject matter and the domain. They may not be good in coding, and now they want to completely crystallize their knowledge into a way in which others can access that knowledge, for example, right? So
Correct.
you could try so many things here.
Yeah, I got
Let
your
us.
point, Vijay. I think, as you said, first we can, we'll do projects which we can actually completely do with vibe coding. I mean, I get your point.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
Cool.
slowly we'll get into the next one.
Yeah.
But
That's fine.
yeah, but if you would like to discuss about how to convert your idea into a line or masterplan.md document, if you need help in that, then we can talk offline.
Yeah, sure, Vijay. Thank you.
Okay, Smith.
Thank you, Doc.
Thanks.
Thank you, Vijay. Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Doc.
So, Doc, now it is integrated with Supabase.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's already
Ah,
connected in the back end. He disconnected one Superbase account because that account exhausted, and another account is connected.
wonderful. I have a couple of questions actually. So now I was doing this randomly. So I did register in Lovable, and then I went and registered in Superbase. And then in Superbase, I could give some names for my project, and then I tried to integrate it. Somehow I could not succeed. And in the second, I was able to find in Lovable itself, when doing this particular prompt, when you're giving that prompt, you can select to integrate with Superbase, and then it immediately connected. Okay. So when you're doing, so there are two scenarios. One, you're doing it Superbase and Lovable, and then trying to connect these two. And second is that, automatically Lovable is able to connect to the Superbase on its own. So where is this database is going there? And then, where it is getting stored, how to retrieve, or everything is, if I have to keep it for under one particular database, is it possible, and all that, can you explain on this, please?
Yeah. Whenever you're building an application, there are three things that one should note down. And I have this system where all these 84 projects, we note down three things. So let me search for this project that, so this is the project which the credentials I've saved here. So here, see, if you notice, I have mentioned that Supabase, I use this info@hopehospital.com. Okay. So this was
Okay.
previously I tried using, and again I tried to use today, and there was no free projects available. So I shifted to info@Hope Hospital. So that is the only time you need to choose your Supabase credential. Like you said, when you have a fresh email account, and you're registering in Supabase and you're registering in Lovable also, it will straight away connect. There won't be any issue at all. So you don't have to get into Supabase also. So it'll connect, and you can go ahead and start coding, and you can the database can be developed. You can make those tables, add data, everything. So this is one thing that one has to keep in mind. Second thing is the hosting account. Okay. So and the Git account. These three things you have to note down. So when you just started one project, you will have only one Git account, one Vercel account, one project in Vercel account, and one Supabase account. But today we have finished 100 projects. So here, then I have a problem remembering for which project I used which Supabase account, which Git account, and which Vercel account. So I note down all those. See here, this is the Git URL. So I note down the URL. I'll note down the credentials that I used for Supabase, and also the credential I used for Vercel. So this way, I know now here. Uh, See, Supabase, I told you I used info, right? Here, info at Hope
Info at
Hospital.
Hope Hospital,
Ah.
yeah.
So now let me go to info and check whether that's the right Supabase or not.
You-
I'm going to reset.
Project, I think, you picked a project. Yeah, you have to delete that. Yeah, looks good.
686 270. So here I have two projects, but both of them don't have any tables. Acha, here this one has tables. Okay, this is some other project, and there were two project. I think there's only one. So this is not the project that we are working on. So this is the project which has no tables. Okay, this is the fresh project. I shouldn't have named both of them Hope Hospital, but now we know that I need to connect to this project. Okay.
Correct.
So this happens only when you have too many projects. Then you need to remember where the Supabase project is and which lovable account you have logged into, and then you need to connect the correct Supabase project to the lovable account.
Mhm. Yeah.
So here, so let me go and check whether it's the right project that we have connected to. Supabase and so this Hope Hospital is what we need to connect. So now it's connected.
Okay.
So you shouldn't.
No, but for all the people who are attending, and if they are doing in Lovable, and they don't need to connect, it'll automatically connect it to the Supabase, right?
Huh. It'll automatically.
Yes.
You don't have
So
to go through this hassle because
yeah,
because I have been using a number of free projects. So I have about 10 credentials where I have two projects in it. So that is why
Mm.
I have this issue.
Yeah. And when you do that, after when you insert the prompt, below that there is you have to see that the Supabase, the green one logo is there. That's where you have to press. So once you do that, then it connects immediately.
That's right.
So yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you
So
start
that's
the project, you have to select the Supabase account and the GitHub account. So then
yes,
you're sure you're connected, and you'll always be connected to the right accounts.
exactly. Yeah, I know I had some fun yesterday.
Okay.
thanks for sharing, Pramod.
Yeah. Yeah, it came good actually. I would like to share if I get 2 minutes, what it created.
Later, yeah. Once we finish this one, yeah.
Yeah, once you finish, yes.
So so these are two things. Git, you need to connect to the proper Git account. So that also can be done in the settings. here you go to GitHub, and then you paste this URL from Git. So this is all the code here that you have built so far, and you go here and you copy this. And if you want it in another repository, you can also use a fresh repository, but you have to copy this URL and paste it here. So then that particular Git URL will be connected. So these are the two things that you need to be very careful. And of course, when you're hosting inside Lovable, you don't have to worry about which hosting platform you are using. But if you're like trying to build a Python project, then you'll have to use Cursor, and in Cursor, you will have to use Vercel. So Vercel CLI uh, is a platform where you can connect your project to, you can host it inside Cursor. So you just have to say that deploy my code in using Vercel CLI, and it will deploy it. So you need to, of course, register in Vercel, and you'll have to go there and connect your Git to Vercel, which is a very simple process. But subsequently, every time you modify your code, you can make those edits, you can update your code from inside Cursor. You just have to say that deploy the latest code using Vercel CLI. And it will look for the latest code, and you don't even have to go to Vercel. So it's only a one-time configuration that you need to do, which is very simple. And later, every time you modify the code, you just use this prompt and the code will be sent and it will be live. So now the same project which we saw in Lovable, now I'm trying to push into Vercel. So I'll just show you how Vercel looks like. So this is the project that we are working on now. So this is the code, but it is not having that Q&A. That is because we push the code from Cursor and not from Lovable. So we need to merge the code first. So how can you merge codes?
This here right now on Vercel CLI?
I am using Cursor.
Cursor, okay.
I'm using Cursor. Now, there was code in Lovable in the cloud, and there is some code in my laptop, and I'm accessing my local code, which was in my laptop. I'm trying to push that and merge both the code.
Got it.
So it's saying that there are 6 commits on the remote that you need to pull. So it says first pull, then merge, then push. And I want
You
to
may want to you may want to explain what commit means.
So so there are two, it creates 2 branches. So whatever code was built using Lovable is pushed to get through one branch, and whatever I have done using cursor is pushed using another branch. So when you are trying to push, you need to first pull the code which is already live and see if there is any conflict, and merge the code and then push it again. So this is one has to understand. See, there's no coding involved here, but there are certain things like this that we need to be aware of for successfully, publishing a project. So yeah, here, uh, so this is what it is saying. It is saying that you have to merge the code and branches, and so for doing this, it says you first pull and then you check if we can merge it and then push. So it's saying that there are 6 commits. Let's add your local changes, commit your local changes, pull the latest code from the remote, merge them, and then uh, configure Git. So they so understanding how Git works, understanding how you can debug. Like when you are debugging, there are the AI coding tool is not able to see or test the console or various debugging process. So you need to understand the debugging process, uh, because then you will not be able to complete the project if you don't. And there are questions that the AI tool will ask you, and you need to answer them properly. And the AI tool depends on your answer. If you don't answer it properly, it will not be able to debug the project. So these are a few things that you need to learn. How to debug or how to respond to the questions regarding debugging. How do you merge and how do you pull and push codes, and how do you deploy using Vercel. So these are certain things that is mandatory for everyone to know before you start vibe coding. So you will only be able to finish the project if you know all these things. So it is suggesting a certain so it is suggesting certain commands which you can one by one copy paste and execute it. But if you are using certain advanced LLMs like Claude or even GPT-5, it'll automatically execute all these codes. So here it has got stuck. Okay, so let's go back to our Supabase project. Let us complete this. So here, is there any? So I'll tell you something very interesting. Supposing I want to make a small change in the or maybe in this list or some title I want to make a change. So there's a very easy way of making this change. So supposing I want to change this to question and answers module, questions and answers module. So I just have to click on this edit and choose this and say replace it with Q and A module. So this is a edit button where you can select where you want to edit and you don't have to see it is done. Q&A module. So this is a very handy button. If you want to add one more, you can ask a quick change here and it'll be done. So like this. Then if others want to collaborate, then this is very handy. Like we shared links, so you can also invite others here. So I can see there are other editors here. So you can also start editing from your device. So we saw how UI has to be the priority. Once the UI is done, then you go to Supabase and then you build those tables and you all this data, the question answers will be stored in that table. So when you refresh the page or when you close down the app, the data will still remain. So that is why your database is so important. And then we also saw how all this code can be pushed to Git. And once you merge all the code in Git, you can then give a prompt asking the coding tool to push to Vercel. If it's lovable, it's merged. It'll sync, and you just have to click this button, and it'll be hosted. It'll be deployed. So you can also add custom domains here, and you can just use this and push the code to deploy into the domains. And if you're using cursor, then I showed you how you can use Vercel CLI to push the code to Vercel. So then when you're using CLI, you just don't need to go to Vercel every time you edit the code. So so I want you to all collaborate, go home, and then use this. Try and finish this application so that we then discuss what are the hurdles that you're facing, and then we can discuss in the next class. BT?
Yeah, thanks, Doc. So I think a little bit of quiet silence here. So what I'm thinking is next week we'll share one document for somebody who does not know anything to do their first project by themselves while we are building up this website. And they can of all use this website as a place where they can share their projects and then ask questions. So what could be an interesting project to anyone to build? So I suggest that you simply build a project called yourname.com. Um, so your name could be your name, right? Like, for example, drbkmurli.com or bgtaragan.com or etc. like that, right?
Mhm.
So all the people will get their web page, web application, which they built. And since they built it, they can control the content, they can control the look and feel and design, and then they can keep on improving that. And that way, I think everybody will participate because there is no better way to get everybody action on something which is so closer to them, and they want to reflect their personality, on their site, for example. And we will have to take them through from zero to yourname.com published, and that would be their first project.
Yes.
So that way, I think everybody will participate rather than simply listening about, oh, I want to learn, but you won't learn just by listening to this webinar for half an hour or 1 hour, and then next week come back and listen. No, you have to do something in between, and this is a good project which you can start working on. So what do you think, Doc?
Yes, yes. I think that'll be interesting, and we'll have new ideas, and there'll be more confidence in completing a project. So the real magic is not in the tools. It is how we think, create, and how we collaborate together.
Right, right. Absolutely. So the objective is that by within the next week or maybe within the next 15 days, everybody should have a website of their own. They have to go through all the process from imagination to make it running. And after end of this month, anybody asks them, can you introduce yourself? We just say, oh, go to myname.com, and it is there. My thoughts and work is there, my credentials are there, so it's like it's completely under your control, so you can take it to any level you want, right? About the look and feel and all that. So yeah, so I think that way everybody will participate. So this will be a running project going on because you will never be satisfied with whatever you build, so you keep on improving it until such time, and that will give the experience of from nothing to actually publishing something and putting it out there. And we as a community, we are supposed to help each other in this group to achieve that. And then after that, once they pass that, probably you feel very confident, we can maybe even issue a certificate that you have completed completely vibe coding project, and you can actually work on a physical problem in the real world and try to solve it using computers. So what do you think?
Yes. So today's masterclass, I hope it has sparked some new ideas, and we all have gained some confidence in finishing the project. So let's all keep building, keep experimenting. It's very important that we keep experimenting and keep vibing with the code.
Yeah, recently I was speaking to someone, very young guy, just finished engineering after maybe 1 year, and then he's computer science, and then he was looking for internship and job, and I asked him, "Do you do vibe coding?" And I was like, "No, I mean, he did not understand the term vibe coding." So I told him, um, I'm happy actually to tell you that what is vibe coding. So what is vibing? So is it vibing means the gelling with your friend? You are talking, and like energy is shared, and you're constantly contributing to each other, and you feel good about it. and that is called vibing. And it could be of any topic. So now you're vibing with a computer or vibing with AI. It's vibe coding. So so you have to think it's like a fun activity.
Very true.
So Pramod, do you want to share?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. So
So, Doc, you can share the screen.
He can share.
can you see this?
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
So I created a kind of career match wherein I can upload the CV here,
Mhm.
and then it will give you the score of that particular CV against the opportunities which will appear from LinkedIn, Naukri Gulf, Bind, and then Naukri India, and few other things. And I'm also trying to connect to the hiring managers and the HR managers instantaneously. And you can see that the job matches, the success rate, HR connections, placements, and then that's it. And after that, $25 stopped me. I just wanted to upload and see whether it is going to work. Now,
Yeah.
I think, I decide to spend that $25 and see that, whether it will work or not.
Yeah.
And,
So
I think, I've seen a lot of other participants like Smijo. He is into coding and all that. It is far simpler and easier for those youngsters to do it. And they can do brilliant things actually on this vibe coding.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is brilliant. This is good.
I
Amazing.
like the idea.
Yeah, it's amazing. So Pramod, just if you want to share, what sparked the thought? Are you really looking for job?
Exactly. So I said, I'm a lazy guy.
So I mean, this is a classic example. This is a classic example of you converting a real life problem into a computer action. So you want to link a particular job description from anywhere. It could be on LinkedIn, Naukri, whatever, and then you want to upload your
Yeah.
CV, and you want the AI to make the matchmaking and see how closer is this, how closer this is, you can make it, and then eventually you want
Exactly.
to test it by yourself, and then you apply for the jobs which are very matching, you get the job. By the time this will be running on the parallel, you can share it with others for $20 a month, and I think people will pay $20 to get jobs. So you should
And
not.
beyond that, I want to connect it to the hiring managers and the HR managers also, so that I know that who is who raised this particular opportunity, and if I can get in touch with them on LinkedIn or some other means, wonderful.
So you mean to say the AI has to do the research under the job posting to find the hiring manager of that company?
Perhaps because in LinkedIn you will get some places there who is uploading this, right? So there is an opportunity which has been uploaded by the HR personnel or the hiring manager. So if the LinkedIn can capture that particular data, I'll get to know, and I will be able to talk or write to that particular person, because he has to give his email ID or some ID details, so I can get in touch with him, and I will have a small kind of a chat or something like that. So
Yeah,
this is something in which
yeah,
I imagined. I don't know whether it will work or not, but that's something I've
yeah.
kept. And then and keep all the text, like the what I have wrote to that particular person if I have got in touch. So all that emails will be captured against that particular opportunity for me.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Too much of.
yeah. If you make it public, you will get thousands of CV uploaded here, and you can make a lot of analytics on trends, uh,
Yeah.
and you can
In
make the AI. No, you can make the AI do the matchmaking and tell the recruiters, saying that I will give you top 10 people for this particular role. Actually, one of the functions of hiring recruitment managers is is to identify the top talent for available for those, and they use external party. For example, typical rates here is that if somebody is advertising a job, or not even advertising a job, but they want somebody to refer someone for a job, the referral fees here is 8.33% of the annual salary, which is like
Wow.
1 month salary. So now you will start spending the $25, which you don't want to spend. All
I
right.
mean, it gave me it. I was, I was doing some, uh, you know, mm, this one was picked automatically by Supabase. The the name it has picked up. In fact, I
Mm,
had some other name in mind. So there are a lot of going changes that is going to happen here, and
mm.
AI can give you a lot of things actually. So you don't have
Yeah,
to do yeah. So sitting in your sofa and not knowing coding and doing all that
amazing,
random things, uh,
amazing.
things which you don't want to do because you are
Yeah,
lazy. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing progress. And also, I like Hire Huddle Hero, but of course, I think we can come up with much better creative names. Creative names means easy to remember names. Easy to
Yeah.
remember names is what people will come. I would like, thanks, Pramod. I would like Jijo, sir. Do you want to share what you made with Employee Manager app?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, please, please share. That'll be very exciting. Just to let you
All
know,
right.
the Jijo sir is uh, academician in Kuwait, and he has got a lot of students. So I want to see what Jijo sir has done.
Okay, so can I get the permission?
I have to stop. I have
Yeah,
to stop
yeah,
sharing here.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pramod.
Yeah. Stop share. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm using two systems. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Devansh, I'll come back to you. Devansh, after
Yeah,
Jijo
this is
sir.
the one. This is the one. See, I've created this is for mainly for my school. All my teachers are here. Okay.
Okay.
Say, as a principal or a vice principal of the school, I can go and add anything, any feedback, any incidents. Example incidents, positive and negative incidents. I can put it.
Mm-hmm.
So just look at negative incidents, late arrival, missed deadline, policy violation, late submission, mobile
Uh-huh.
usage in the classroom, poor classroom management. I can send it
Amazing.
immediately after entry. I will show you one. So example, a late submission, verbal warning, written warning. Okay, whatever punishment I can give it, and add that particular incident. That is done.
Mm-hmm.
I can forward this one to the employee through WhatsApp or email.
Uh-huh.
Okay, everything is working. Everything is
Wow.
working. Everything is functional. Thank you so much for your team. Everything is
Amazing.
working. Everything is
Amazing.
working.
Now we are
So I
talking.
have connected with Supabe.
Yeah.
Supabe. So everything is there. Backend table is there. I checked with the different system. Everything is functional. Everything is functional. So only I'm the only one who is supposed to operate this one. Permission is not granted with anybody.
Amazing, amazing. So I would
Yeah.
yeah, really, this is also another classic example of converting a physical world problem to computer. This is the power of coding. And now I want to ask you,
Yes.
can you redo the front end?
All right.
Because
Okay. Sure.
I want you to beautify the front end in such a
Yeah.
way
Correct.
that you need to
Correct.
give a name. You need to give a name. Imagine you
All
are
right.
able to make this program and sell to all the schools in the world. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you want
Okay.
to say, I want to make this tool
Oh,
a simple tool for performance improvement.
All right. Okay.
and that you will be able to sell to all the schools in the world. So I want to make it like a program which they can, let's say, sign up. And
All right.
once they sign
All
up,
right.
they log in and they can create their school number
Okay.
one, and then
Okay.
number of, like a vice principal there, and then under the
Okay.
teachers. So you have to make that.
All right. Okay. I will work on it.
And make the front end. I just want to ask you one thing. Okay.
Yeah, he has done a lot of things actually, Jijo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Complete
ask you.
employee management app actually.
Yeah.
When their immediate goals, if I want to meet them, I can meet them, send message, and I can add all
Amazing.
sorts of, full customization, the positive, negative, and actions, everything is there.
Okay. So Devansh is saying he would also like to make a similar tool for his organization. Okay, great. So
That's good.
yeah. So what I suggest is that, I want to ask you, what is the
Yeah.
steps? Did you go to Chat GPT or any AI tool?
No. Actually,
No, hold
I
on.
was working.
Let me complete. Let me complete.
Okay. Go ahead.
Did you go to Chat GPT or any AI tool to create masterplan.md document?
No, exactly. I was doing the same sort of, project work in Manas.com. Manas.
Manas.
Chinese.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have completed almost, but every time giving error, and I was fed
Okay.
up with that. But this one, no error, just simple English. I just gave command. This is what I
Okay.
want. This is what I'm looking for. Everything is done by Lovable. Nothing.
Perfect.
Very
So
good.
Not
what I
at all.
what I suggest is that in the chat earlier,
Yeah.
I had given a GPT link, and before that, we shared a cloud link where you get a prompt. So you copy
Yeah.
that prompt
Yeah.
and paste it on Chat GPT or any AI tool. It'll ask
All
you
right.
some questions about this app, and then you answer
Okay.
that question. Then you tell them to create masterplan.md document. Then you
Okay.
open a new project in Lovable and
Okay.
paste that there, and see the difference of the UI UX which you will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll do that.
so yeah, but it's
And
amazing. It's
this
amazing.
is mobile friendly also. Okay, this application is web and mobile friendly application. So
Okay.
even if I want to call, I can make a call. WhatsApp, I can do it. The text
Now
or email, anything I can do it.
now how are the teachers receiving it?
I can send email to them. I
No.
can
What
send
I'm
email.
saying is that how they are receiving this new mode of Jijo sir trying to send me
No,
the.
normally I used to give a written kind of memo.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I'm
Mm.
changing it into more digital.
He's
Amazing.
not made by the teachers, I can tell you,
Pardon?
Yeah.
because very fast, digital, no escape, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
yeah, I think definitely it will improve their performance because they know that
Yeah.
they are accountable. They will get a electronic memo from Jijo sir. They try to be on time, try to avoid late submissions and all that. So I think in the end, it will positively reflect their performance.
I have
And I
positive
hope,
remarks also. Okay, not only negative. I have positive
Okay.
remarks too.
Yeah.
I have
yeah,
Okay.
positive and
Okay.
negative. There are so
So
many things to study.
you will be loved by the teachers and the
yeah,
staff and all that. Yeah.
yeah,
He,
yeah.
he should also try to build a voice AI agent that can call up that particular student and maybe
Not student, this is teachers. He is
the
vice
teachers.
principal.
Teachers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
making one for student also. Okay, I'm working on it.
Okay.
No one is spared. Sorry.
Interesting.
All
Yeah.
right.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Jijo sir,
Thank
for
you. Thank you,
sharing.
sir. Thank you so much.
And feel free to reach out if you get stuck anywhere in making.
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course, of
and
course.
next week we will see the much better UI UX of this with a proper
All
name
right.
as a
All right.
as a
All right.
software which you are going to sell to all the schools in the world as a vice principal, and with experience you will say I created this from my personal lived experience, and there's a very simple easy to use tool, and it only costs $5 a month. You can sell to so many schools. All right.
Okay. All right.
Devansh,
Thank you.
Devansh, you have any something to share or you have a question?
I'm just thankful to Murli sir to add me to this community of white coding. I mean,
Okay.
coming from a commerce background, I didn't know I could code my own
First,
website.
Devansh, introduce yourself.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm Devansh Kanodia. I currently am pursuing my MBA from IMT Nagpur. In addition,
Okay.
I also work in my family business where I'm a sales executive, primarily working with the government departments from ISRO to DRDO to Indian Army, Navy, Air Force. Uh, so that's me. So
Tell people might not know what is IMT. Can you elaborate?
So it's IMT is a MBA college in Nagpur, currently where I'm studying. So it's a MBA institution which trains managerial professionals every year.
Is it very difficult to get admission?
Yes.
It is a bit of a process. It's not just based on the marks, it's based on the skills and experience that we bring in. So around 40% to 33% of our batch is with WorkX. So people do need experience to get into the college.
Amazing. I think you're being very humble and
Yeah.
trying to be nice to all of us. Great. So, did you try to make anything?
So I joined 10 minutes late, but I've learned a lot, and I would be going on my computer today making the master document. So I was trying to make
Ah,
the master
master
document.
plan,
Yeah,
masterplan.md. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna do that today itself, and I'll try to get back to Murli sir and be like, "This is my document. How can I improve this?" This is what
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
gonna
need
do
to,
for
no,
sure.
you don't need to worry the document. You can try to do something like Jijo sir said, what can I help with my family business? Or what can I help with my college? Is there something which I want to make for them? What is that, a process where people are struggling or delays or something, and try to bring it in. Or as you said, you want to make devanshkanodia.com, and you want to create that first. So, but completion of that and publishing it and the completing thing when it is working is what it gives you the joy. Like you can see what Pramod and Jijo sir has shared because it's working. It's working. So
Yes.
that gives you a lot of kick. Yeah.
So I'm sure in the next few session I would come up with my own website as well under all of your guidance. And I'm pretty sure I'll be coming up with great ideas.
Great. Excellent. Excellent. Thanks for sharing. Is there anybody else who want to share? Okay.
There are a lot of chuparustims. They're getting a lot of ideas, but they won't be sharing it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll give time, but just to
Yeah.
make it easy, I think I'll create a document with the help of Doc and share with the team in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So that will give you like step by step procedure. Just how to make yourname.com. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot. Lovely
You doc.
people.
Thank you,
People.
BG.
Yeah. Thank you for giving yourself permission that you can code. Thank you for taking the first step. Thank you for actioning what others are dreaming. So well done. Amazing. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks also the team behind Aman and the rest of the team as well.
Hmm.
There's a lot of work required to pull something off consistently, create a document and all that. So thanks. And thanks for everyone who asked questions. All right. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Doc, can we get the transcript? I know that it is being transcripted. So,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Who's five?
Yeah. How do you get this transcript?